budget bets. Here's how we did last week. Welcome back, low rollers, to week 6 of Low Budget Bets. I'm Ray.
And I'm Dean.
Let's get started.
All right, let's start off with game number 1. We got Atlanta minus 3 points at New Orleans. Ray, what do we got?
Julio Jones is probable for the Falcons. I'm guessing he'll probably play.
Yeah.
Atlanta has gotten it done against all their opponents this year. Drew Brees looks like an old man.
Very old.
And the Superdome has lost its mystique. We think Atlanta will cover the 3 points. Moving on real quick to game number 2. Houston 1-point favorites at Jacksonville. What do you think, Dean?
Well, Ray, let me break this down for you. We got J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. They should apply more pressure than Blake Bortles will be able to handle in front of the dozens and dozens of Jacksonville faithful. Recently reinstalled starter Brian the Destroyer Hoyer should provide better game management than Ryan Mallett, who is still crying over the phone with his grandmother. Plus, screw Jacksonville for what they did to all of us low rollers last week.
Yeah.
Houston covers the points. All right, moving down the line, we got game number 3, Chicago at Detroit with an over-under of 43. Ray, why don't you tell us about this one?
Well, I'd love to. Both teams have volatile quarterbacks who are either trying to save their season or save face for being benched last week. We don't really like either of these teams to win the game, so we do feel like they'll score some points. 43 points is just too low of an over-under between the two teams that have very porous defenses, so we like to play the over.
Hey.
Game number 4, yeah, you guessed it. We're looking at playing those Cardinals again. Arizona 3-point favorites at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Take us there, Dean.
This is the 4-1-1 for this game. Arizona righted the ship after a bad showing against the Rams. This isn't a classic case of a West Coast team traveling to the East Coast because the Redbirds camped out in West Virginia for the week to keep jet lag from being a factor. And while Michael Vick, Le'Veon Bell, and the rest of the Steelers put on a valiant performance against the Chargers last Monday night, the short week and Bruce Arians' return to Pittsburgh will be more than enough motivation for the Cardinals. Arizona will cover the 3 points. All right, moving on to game number 5. We got Carolina at the Seattle Seahawks, who are 6.5-point favorites. Ray, what do we got?
Well, the Seahawks' offensive line is offensive.
Very offensive.
The Panthers' pass rush should be able to get to Black Jesus over and over again, unless he's capable of some sort of real water-to-wine trick. He'll probably feel the NFL version of a crucifixion. The Seahawks defense is still above average. Both teams will probably have problems putting points on the board. We think this one will stay close, and we're going to take the Panthers and the points. Game number 6, New England 8-point favorites at Indianapolis. What do we got?
This is what we got. We got Tom Brady and the Patriots are looking like the 2007 Patriots right now. Belichick is probably still salty about his team being accused of cheating again, and his team will take it out on an Indianapolis team that looks dazed and confused. New England will cover the 8 points. All right, and last but certainly not least, we've got the New York Football Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 4-point favorites. Ray, what do we got?
After the Giants' first 2 losses, which were fluky at best, they've strung together 3 straight wins. The Eagles have been inconsistent on offense. Bradford's been pretty bad most games. This is a critical divisional game for both teams. Like we told you earlier in the season, these games typically are close ones. We could see the Giants going to Philly and winning the game, but since Vegas is being so generous, we say to take the Giants and the 4 points.
All right, low rollers, thanks for joining us for this week 6 edition. I'll be in Laughlin this weekend and Vegas next weekend, so I'll be winning money on our low budget locks of the week. I'm Dean.
And I'm Ray. I will be here next week, either solo or maybe with a special mystery guest. The picks will still be from the both of us and, of course, our team of crack NFL insiders. We're not talking about LT. So, until week 7, so long, and thanks for watching.
Low budget bets.
Bye-bye.
Bye.